What's going on, everyone? It is Paul, the 920 Trader with 920 Trading and Trading Decoded. Today is Wednesday, September 18th, 2024. And folks, today is one of the most highly anticipated FOMC meetings in quite a long time. So if we go back to last year, and by the way, if you're looking right here, we're 5 minutes away from the decision right now, folks. We're 5 minutes away from the decision. And it's really not important to really even talk about what's going on today. I mean, we can say, you know, we had some moves to the upside, moves to the downside. These are all really nice move off the downside here. Volatility is extremely high today, folks. Contracts are very high today, folks. And they're just, you know, IV is just going to continue going up here for the next few minutes. Again, we got about 4.5 minutes until we get that report that comes out. My expectation is it's going to either be 25 or 50 basis points. How about that for a hedge, folks? No earthly idea what's going to happen. But again, this is one of the most highly anticipated Fed reports. So FOMC meetings, Federal Open Market Committee meetings, reports in over a year, folks. So if you think back to last year, think what they said at the end of last year, the last meeting. They said, we anticipate multiple cuts throughout 2024. How many cuts have we had throughout 2024? Folks, we have not had a single cut as of yet. So again, today is the anticipation of a cut. And again, folks, we've got a little bit less than 4 minutes to do that. We will go over the chart a little bit about what's going on today, folks. We opened to relatively low volume. I think, you know, less than 300,000 shares. I haven't taken a single trade today. There are a lot of the folks in our group haven't taken a single trade today, only because there's a lot of whipsaw action here. Yeah, you can look at this thing after the fact and go, you know, we had a nice double cross to the upside right around this time, and we did. It was a nice play. There was very low risk in this play in here. But again, folks, you don't know when you're going to get whipsawed. It was a very clean move, and this is where we're trading right now. So, you know, this little move off the top, you know, trading right around VWAP and POC. So the POC and VWAP are sitting right on top of each other right now. And so as I look back this way, I'm looking at my TV to get that report. As I look this way, I'm looking at my other screen, but it's really not necessary to look over there because, again, we're looking at the same thing real time. But again, folks, we've got a little over 2.5 minutes until we get that report. And again, I expect big moves both ways. Big moves both ways. Now, I've said this for quite a long time. If they cut rates too much, that's because something is desperately broken in the market. I think a 25 basis point rate cut would be, that's a good rate cut. I think a 50, I think that signals maybe there are bigger problems than people want to let on to. But again, that's just me talking. I don't know anything, you know, more than a lot of people know. But anyway, that's just kind of how I'm looking at it right now. So as far as price action, what we're doing right now, folks, you know, we're bouncing off that POC back to the upside. Just about 2 minutes until we get that report, folks. 2 minutes. And again, I've got the business channel on in the background, and I'm sure Charles Payne will be coming on here momentarily for his show, and he's going to tell us what he thinks. But again, we're going to watch these candles right here. These candles are going to tell us the story as far as what's going on. So, folks, here's what we anticipate. And again, we've got less than 2 minutes. So what we anticipate, generally speaking, on FOMC day is big moves. So high volume, big moves back to the upside and to the downside. Now, if you are trading the news, if you're trading the news right at 2 o'clock, folks, realize that if it goes in your favor, you could do very well. If it goes against you, you do very poorly. So that way it's almost a coin flip. Because again, it's just going to be algos. It's always algos, you know, that make the moves. But we'll just kind of see the big banks and the hedge funds and see what they're going to do. Again, folks, we got about a minute to go. Yes, so chilling up north said, everyone take their shirts off for FOMC. You know, I always do too, but since I'm on camera today, I'm not going to take my shirt off for FOMC. I do it for Harambe, though. You know, you got to take your shirt off for Harambe. Yeah, because that's kind of a thing. And among other things, and I'm just reading the messages from the group right now, folks. And again, folks, we got 20 seconds to go. So watch for the madness, folks. If you're in a trade right now, and I'm speaking to the group, if you're in a trade right now and it goes your direction, congratulations, you do very well. Now, if it goes against you, well, don't say that you haven't been warned. I don't know which way she's going to go, folks, but we're going to do a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here's your algo. Bingo. See, up, down, up, down, up, down. Watch your volume. Watch your volume. Watch your volume. Target probabilities. And I'm watching. I've got Charles Payne on in the background. Charles Payne. See, again, if you're in calls, you're doing very, very well on this trade right here, folks. And again, haven't seen anything. Link to speech. See you on the other side. Again, folks, this is what happens. This is what happens. Half a point, half a point, half a point, folks. Half a point. 50 basis points. 50 basis points, guys. Half a point. Yep, it's a half a point, guys. Half a point. Wow. 50 basis points with another 2 cuts coming this year, folks. 50 basis points with another 2 cuts coming this year. Look at this thing. It's running. We're going. We could see that 570 today, folks. I mean, it's right here. See if we can. What in the world? Yeah, this is nuts. We're going to see that 570. Genghis called it. You called that 570 right out here, folks. 50. They went 50. Man, hey, wow. And again, folks, we talked about this earlier, talked about that this would appear flat. Yeah, this is madness right now. This is madness. That 579, good job, Kyle, good job. Excellent job, my friend. But this is the madness of FOMC right now. Now, I'm not going to stay around long enough for Jerome Powell, folks. I'm just not going to do this. But look at this. Essentially, 63.12. Guys, this was almost a $5 candle. This was, and again, if you're in calls and it went your way, congratulations, you did very, very well. I mean, you absolutely killed it on that particular play. But this is madness. Again, I've seen the $2 and the $3. This is one of the biggest candles I believe I've ever seen. Let's see, 61.78. Folks, this was a $6 candle from the bottom to the top. That was a $6 candle. Folks, if you are in calls, that was a gamble. That was a gamble all the way, folks. You were saying, I think this thing is going to go up. And I know that that Kyle was in this move. He was in it from early. You know, he had a put and he had a call. So he was letting those things fight it out. But again, absolute madness. I'm thinking, guys, that's one of the biggest candles, if not the biggest candle that I've ever seen. That's a $6 candle. That's more than a 1% total value in one candle in 1 minute on what kind of volume are we talking about? 1.58 million shares were traded on that one candle today, folks. That's just absolutely, that's madness. That's absolute madness, folks. That's crazy. And so Eric Eric from our group just made a point, folks. So if you're in that trade, you need to get out on that same candle. Why? Because there's something called implied volatility. When implied volatility starts going down, it's called IB crush. So you can have the underlying, so in other words, SPY or SPX or whatever you're trading, it can be going in your favor. But because the volatility is going down, you get IB crushed. Now, if we breach this to the downside, watch this 66 to the downside, folks. If we breach that back to the downside, we could come down pretty fast. So again, let's see if we can see what happens. There we go. That's that level right there, 66, folks, 566.6, and there it is. Again, it's just as clear as a wind-driven snow right here on this ledge, folks. You know, we got that, it's a big push back to the downside. Again, if you're still in those calls from off the bottom, folks, you missed your opportunity to sell out for a massive, massive win if you were in the play. And Kyle, I hope you got out of that play, man, because you had an opportunity to get out on a $6 candle, which that's madness. A $6 candle is absolutely madness. But there it is, folks. That is how she played out today. This is FOMC Live, a $6 candle. That's I don't even know what to say. Have no earthly idea what to even say about that, folks. That's just that's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But again, thank you for spending some time with us today. If you like our videos, please go ahead and give us a like and a subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified when we drop new content, which is multiple times a week, and then sometimes on the weekend. On the weekend, we're either going to do trading psychology or we're going to do something related to the strategy itself. Okay, and again, yeah, leave us a comment. So leave us a comment, share with your friends, neighborhoods, trading group, all that kind of good stuff, folks. Now, if you're interested in live daily trading, where we go over all of these, and again, folks, today, in my opinion, was not today. Today was the day to sit on your hands. And again, that's just my opinion. Were there plays? Absolutely, positively, but today, FOMC day, we have about 9 of these every year. It's just the day to sit on your hands. It's not worth it, in my opinion, unless you can catch a $6 candle. Yeah, but Paul, there's a $6. Yeah, but what if you're in puts? Your anticipation was it goes down and you got wrecked. Okay, so, but anyway, if you're interested in the live daily trading, head on over to our live trading Discord. We're on live with a group right now, folks, called Trading Decoded. The link for that is down below. So every single setup, every single day, we talk about these setups, folks. Now, if you are interested in the 920 crossover strategy, head on over to 920trading.com. So the entire strategy, everything about the strategy is there, folks. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars on some super secret strategy that is neither super nor secret. And it's probably been around for a long time. It just has a fancy new name attached to it. But anyway, head on over there to 920trading.com. The entire strategy is there. Now, I appreciate each and every one of you for spending a little bit of your precious time with us today. Again, I don't know that I'll trade the rest of the day. We got Jerome Powell coming on in about 23 and a half minutes. He's going to inject some wisdom into, certain things. And by the way, we got that all-time high, obviously a brand new all-time high, folks. 568.72ish or 71 right up in here. But again, thank you for spending a little bit of time with us today. We greatly appreciate it. We hope everybody had a great day today, folks. If you traded today, and again, one of the most difficult days of the year to trade, unless you were on the right side and caught a $6 candle. I've never caught a $6 candle. That would be quite amazing. I think that's the biggest candle on SPY that I've ever seen, folks. $6. It's just, I've seen 2 and 3 and 4, but not 6. But again, folks, that's just kind of crazy, but it is what it is. But again, folks, thank you for spending a little bit of time with us today. We greatly appreciate that. We hope you have a good day today. And but above all else, we hope you followed your trading plan today. So have a great rest of the day. We're going to do this again tomorrow, folks, and we will see you in the markets.